Hi, Alex here from Rebeloper.com and welcome back to the channel. Now in this video I am going to show you how you can add a placeholder to your UI text view. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay. Now, as you might have known or not, maybe you are encountering this problem for the first time, UI label does have a placeholder, but UITextView doesn't. So that is what we are going to solve today, and we are going to solve it with the help of KM placeholder text view. That is right, we are going to use an awesome GitHub repository. So go ahead and click the link down below in the description so you can get access to all of the resources, including the project files that we are going to build out just now. So let's create a new Xcode project, and I will create a single view application and name this. Okay, let's click on the next and add it here, create a GitHub repository so you can take a look at it later on. Okay, we are going to close this off because we want to open up terminal and type in cd and drag our root folder of our project into our terminal and type in pod in it so we can create our pod file. And I'm pretty sure you know by now why we are doing this, and that is because if you are an avid fan of our channel, then you know that I am going to add our favorite pod, and that is tiny constraints. And that is because we want to constrain our views easily. So pod install is the next step. Let it install, and there we go. We can now open up our Xcode workspace. But while we are at it, let us just add our next pod, and that is our MK placeholder text view. And if you just scroll down, you will see, and you can add it inside storyboards too, but we are going to do it in code for now. So let's just copy KM placeholder text view so we don't get any typos, and place that in there. Pod. There we go. Let's close this. Let's go back to our terminal and pod install again. There we go. We have all of our pods installed, and now we can open up our Xcode workspace. Great. Let me just minimize this so we can see even better. Great. Now, what do we want to add here? Well, first of all, let's go to our root view controller and set the view's background color to be white, so we may see actually, well, basically it's black by default, so it's kind of ugly, but that's that. We need to add our background color to be white. First of all, let's create lazily a label here, or rather yet, not a label. Let's create a text field, and if I'm correct, I have said to you that labels have placeholders. No, that is not correct. UI text fields have placeholders. So let me just show you that. UI text field. Let text field equals UI text field, and let's return our text field here, and let's initialize it, and that should take care of this error. There we go. And now let's add our text field to our view, and we are going to do that with the help of tiny constraints. So let's import tiny constraints, and we can go back to adding our subview text field, and we are going to constrain it to the top, to the left, and I'm going to add a height of, let's say, 40. So text field edges to super view excluding dot bottom, and that is the power of tiny constraints for you. Okay, and we have dot top, and I want to set this to 36, our first inset. Add a plus here, dot left, and let's say 12, and again another plus sign, and dot right, and the value again 12, using safe area true. Okay, we are going to use safe area here. Okay, text field dot height equals, let's say, 40. So let's build and run and see how this looks. And it should look fairly simple. We should have our text field, and we should be able to click in it, and there we go. We don't see it just yet, so let's customize it a little bit. So let's go to our text fields layer, and let's have our corner radius to be 6. That is fair enough. Or rather yet, let's have a real nice corner radius of 8. Again, let's go to text fields layer, and we want to have a border width to be 1.0. That is fair enough. But we need to have our borders color. So again, text fields layer, border color equals, let's say, dot light gray. That should be real great, but we need to add CG color here, and maybe we should append to the beginning UI color here, because border colors are of type CG color. So let's change that, light gray CG color. There we go. And finally, let's add our text views placeholder to be I am a UI text field. Again, it's not a text field. Sorry about my misspelling. It's a text field. Okay, UI text field. Ooh. So let's build and run and see how it all comes out now, because it should come out real nice. So I am a UI text field. Let's go into that, and let's type in here hello text field. Okay, as you can see, we have some slight insets here, but I won't go into that. I will just simply add this after the recording, and you will be able to take a look at it on the GitHub repository. So go ahead and click the link down below to be able to find the GitHub repository. So for the moment, disregard this missing inset for the hello text field. You will be able to find out after I have added this after the recording. So I am a UI text field. There we go. That is a real placeholder, and if we just delete it, you can see I am a UI text field. Now let's do the same for our text view. So let's create a text view. Let's stop this, and it will be a lazy var text view UI text view equals let text view UI text view, and now let's return this text view and let's initialize it. Great. Now we want to add this to our view. So view.add subview text view, and finally let's append it to the row. So we are going to anchor it to the bottom of our text field and to the left and right of our super view, and we will just add a height of it of, let's say, 120 or 100 because we want to see that it's a little bit bigger. So text view top to bottom of our constrainable is text field, and offset should be 12, and the rest can be easily ignored. So text view, left to super view, and I will have an offset of 12 again, and using safe area layout guide, so I will add in there true. Okay, the same goes for right, so I just simply copy this, paste it in there, replace it with right, and have this to be a negative. Finally, our text view's height should be 120. Okay, this won't be seen right now, so what we want to do is add a corner radius, border with color, and border color, so we can see where the text view is basically. So let's copy this out and paste the V there, and let's build and run and see how all of this looks like. And hopefully we should be great. So I am a UITextField, and here we don't have hello, we don't have anything for our placeholder. So let's fix that. And the way to fix it is, again, if you remember, KM placeholder text view. So let's copy this out and let's import it. So import KM placeholder text view. And it is pretty simple. You just need to replace UITextView with KM placeholder text view, and now you should be able to get the property placeholder. So tv dot placeholder equals I am a UI text view. Great! How awesome is that? Well, let's just check this out and see that we really do have that placeholder there. And great, I am a UI text view. There we have our placeholder. Let's just add in here hello. There we go. Maybe we want to change the font here. So as a final step, I will just show you how you can set the font of our text view. Let it be a UI font. And let's say system font of size 60. Let's build and run again and see that indeed we have our placeholder there with a much nicer font. So hello. Again, this inset is not quite good, so I will just add that extra code after the video finishes, because this is not the main point of our current lesson. So go ahead and take a look at the GitHub repository later on. It will be down in the description link. Okay, now that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And I will see you in the comments down below and in the next video.